They had to kill him, son. Even when it come to niggas like how we earlier we was talking about the faggot bitch shit. Another thing I don't respect. I don't give a fuck how many niggas you slap, punch, shot. All that shit still bitch. You're still a bitch nigga if you do some bitch shit. You just do some bitch shit. Even a real nigga could get called out. Right. That's a problem. Niggas scared to call niggas out. But that shit, Frank Lucas and yeah, that shit Frank Lucas did when he got popped. And that shit, what that nigga Alpo
paid him for, yeah, that was some snitch ass.
Son, that ain't real because you ratted on some other niggas.
He come home and if you say something about it, nigga gonna kill you. You hear me? Like he still was about that shit. Like you say something about him being a rat, and nigga still knock you off. You hear me? So
if you say something about a nigga being a rat, you supposed to already. First of all, when I call you a rat, it's right before I kill you. You can't just call a nigga a rat and just let that slide.
Nipsey also called a nigga a rat, and nigga did not let that slide.
Exactly. You have to call it. Listen, when you call a nigga a rat, that automatically follows a punch in the mouth or a gunshot.
The CIA sent mine down there.
Of course. We know that. That's a whole nother story.
To the nip thing. Yeah.
It's a whole nother story, son. Ain't no fucking way, man. I don't even want that, but I know how that shit work though, bro. They gonna get their money out you regardless. DMX. Nobody was checking for DMX music. He just dropped the album. I bet it sell now.
Right.
Them people gonna get their money, son. And they own the royalties and shit. Yeah, I know y'all saw in public Jay-Z and Beyonce bought their royalties. That's so y'all gonna be, oh, that's so nice.
Dropped a new album.
DMX just dropped the album right before he died. Nigga, it's about to drop.
It was about, yeah, he was working.
If it ain't dropped yet, it's about to drop. So that bitch gonna do numbers.
Yeah. Look at Pop Smoke.
That's what made me go holler at him because he was on Drink Champs talking about he looking for artists and shit. I'm like, well, all right. Let me see what's on wax. And that boy died. I'm like, damn.
Drug overdose. I saw a nigga talking about that. Like a nigga said, bro, you cannot die.
But he did do drugs.
From no drug over, but not what he was doing. You can't. Look, like dude said, how many times you done seen a crackhead from morning to night loaded and been like that for 25 fucking years and ain't overdose on no crack? You know how much of that shit you gotta be doing? I'm talking about this ex-cocaine dealers. You can't overdose off cocaine unless you catch a heart attack or something.
He overdosed off the bad coke, or the bad heroin or whatever, but he also had COVID-19. So when he went to the hospital, they gave him shit for COVID, and then that medicine fucked with the overdose, and that made him had to get on the machine shit. And then they was just dead after that.
Shit'll make you go to that dope when you know one day you that's just like Drake. We know how much power Drake got. We just finished talking about it. Like, can you picture 10, 15 years from now seeing Drake in the predicament we just seen DMX in before he died? Looking regular as fuck, nowhere near the X that we remember. You know how you gonna feel as a person who we watch go up, you know, that you gonna feel about that like how me and a lot of niggas I know feel about seeing Wayne and the last little bit of Wayne we seeing left.
Yeah.
That shit looks like from rags to riches back to rags.
Back to rags, nigga. I'm miserable that this is what these young motherfuckers see. And when I say, man, Wayne, nigga look at that picture and say, man, I'm not listening to that bum. Nigga said, this man, I was 60 in his head not there no more. Nigga said, I know, but listen to the music.
Co-founder.
I don't want to hear that shit.
Sat down for a recent video.
Nigga said, I know, just listen to the music.
So watch me gonna see it.
WGCI in Chicago.
Look.
If you don't go with these people, Oaks and all this other shit, you will see that. Why you think Jay-Z jumped in the business? You gotta do something, partner.
Right.
When you sign these contracts at 19-year-old and you naive and shit, I'm the devil, bitch. I don't give a fuck. I just make you think I give a fuck.
Right.
I just told Swag earlier, these people go to me and G, we used to pastor the church up on the way to fucking Buckaloosa. They go to church on Saturdays where they do everything your mom and your grandma and them do in the church to represent praising Jesus and shit. Mm-hmm. That's how they is about praising the devil.
Look, check 'em
songs and everything.
They said they go to church on Saturday. We don't go to day before the Lord.
No, you know Saturday really is the I mean the beginning of the week.
Yeah. Wait, oh, it is? I thought it was Sunday.
Wow.
What the hell?
They said
this nigga really calling him, bro.
And they said some drug fentanyl was mixed in with the crack.
Oh,
and that's what
nigga hit him with the fentanyl.
And when we got to the hospital.
Yeah, so, yeah, you know, y'all heard this story too. No, I'm still here.
You know, that COVID message with your respiratory system. So that's why he had to get hooked up to the ventilator.
You know, fat boy out the Islandville died off that fentanyl on purpose.
Alright.
You know what I'm saying? His brain had died and everything like that. So It was like even if he comes through, they got his chance.
Yeah, you know, niggas
It's to kill nobody. DMX died. Oh,
that's when
DMX overdosed.
That's what I was watching. You can't
Let me give y'all
that shit.
a little bit of history on cocaine. So you
can overdose off that fentanyl. Well, nah, the nigga
The fentanyl on it, yes. Not just pure cocaine, bro. Do you know how much of this shit? You know how we can sit in here and smoke blunts back to back all day? Do you know in the 80s, just like we be in the club popping bottles and smoking blunts, the people was popping bottles and smoking coke all night?
It's crack though, it's crack, and in order to cut it, they were turning 1 ounce to 2 ounces. You know how much fentanyl nigga put in there to make a whole lot?
That's what the fentanyl, but before the fentanyl, crackheads wasn't dying from crack, they were just crackheads. Cracked out spending their money all day on crack.
Okay? Every time.
Even Frank Lucas era, they was overdosing on the heroin because his shit was pure heroin. Now people overdosing because the heroin was so garbage, niggas adding fentanyl on it to give it the high of a pure heroin. Which still ends up in death. Fentanyl just make you get the first high. That, like, you know, that first high of what that you ever felt in your life, you want that high back. That's why they come back. And too much of that shit in your system will kill you.
Because the cocaine might have did something to whatever what was going on, but it wasn't because of the cocaine.
Nigga, you must have sold
how many
coke,
times
nigga.
I got high like a and I'm a skinny.
That's your boy, man. I forgot his name. He used to be with X.
I used to sniff 8 balls by myself, and there'll come a point at when I'm sniffing this 8 ball, my heart started jumping out my motherfucking chest, and I knew what to do for that. I'd go outside and freeze the motherfucking cold in my drawers and stand on the motherfucking patio. It's really a mental thing when it comes to your heart, because the paranoia and the mental, it's really a mental up where you start thinking something is wrong with you, and then your brain start
Nothing ain't really wrong when you just carry out all the
relax like I used to have to do when I sit on my patio, my drawers in the freezing cold. And then once my heart start going back right, you know what? I go back in the house and I finish the rest of that.
Now Swiss Beats and everybody else mad at Irv Gotti from saying what he said. From saying about he overdosed off bad crack with the this and that. Like niggas mad for him for saying that.
So I'm just saying that y'all stop putting on my.
I forgot the movie.
Stop putting.
But I'm saying, you gotta expose that if you never hit my dog with the fentanyl.
And so what if he was?
That's the only way I can see him overdosing. Bro. My auntie just died off of fentanyl on heroin. Like, I think she been gone a year and a half now. She fucked around, got back in the street, stressing, got back on that heroin, and it was mixed with fentanyl.
So you put that shit in heroin too?
They put the shit on. That's what it originally was in.
Alright.
They started putting it in heroin, then they found ways to put it in.
That shit like a man.
Look, I'm gonna give you a prime example. That shit. Look. No, nigga, ain't no. Listen. They have fentanyl pills. It's for pain. Fentanyl is a pain pill. But if you use that fentanyl as a cut inside some shit that is not a medicine, that's what's killing niggas.
Okay.
Because the high that you get from the fentanyl itself,
nigga, oh me, that slap.
mixed with the other shit, it gives you that high, like, oh my, like, whatever the crack high is, it soups it up. Right. To the point where you like, I gotta go get some more of that. You feel me? Right. And that's how they dying off the shit, because you're intaking too much. Nigga, my partner had weed with fentanyl on him. He almost died.
Endorsement.
I smoked the dog with him. Because he was like, man, nigga just gave me some weed, told me, try it out, this is what he's selling. If I like it, he got, you know what I'm saying? He was like, I'm smoking dope, man, bitch, let me know what you think about this shit. If you think this shit strong or whatever. I'm smoking, I'm like, man, this shit got a real funny ass taste, bro.
Watch the comeback,
He was. It goes back to what I was saying, bro.
5 to 20 pounds of toxic poop in their
They're
body.
all in the industry together. That's why when one nigga come out saying shit he not supposed to say, 100 other motherfuckers make him look like a clown, even if it's people that's like this with him. You feel me?
Laws of success will get you back on the path to achieving your dream.
See, these niggas get a tendency of getting rich and then get real. It's too late now.
Everybody under the sound of my voice will go show.
Prime example, bro. Prime example, dog.
Endorsement.
Just, it wasn't no more than probably about a good 5 years ago, maybe 6. I'm gonna say probably around 2010, so it probably been about 10 years ago. Me and my brother. Remember earlier I was telling you about the Aleister Crowley book, the 777 book, the Devil Bible?
I don't remember that.
Aleister Crowley is a nigga who in history was considered to be more evil than Hitler. This was a nigga that Hitler learned everything from. This is why Hitler had his attitude, because of Aleister Crowley.
That's great.
Aleister Crowley was a nigga that basically said, fuck a law, do what you want. It was conspiracy out about Jay-Z when he at a certain age or whatever, when he finally became a 3rd-degree Mason, and they started coming out with his Illuminati allegations and shit like that, that boy had a clothing line. And on one of his shirts, they had a quote out that bitch that say, "Do as thy will." You know what I'm saying? And everybody that know about that,
do as thy root.
Do as thy want. It's supposed to be want, but it's like Walter. You know how they used to talk back then or whatever.
Yeah.
Like basically do what the fuck you want. Right. And Jay-Z had the exact quote on his shirt. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Fast forward to the day. Now you hear Jay-Z got bars like, "Don't try to tell me about Christianity because y'all created Jesus." And then
on that new track.
Now you conscious because you a billionaire. But what you forgot was, at the end of the day, my nigga, you just another nigga.
Right.
Now we all
know that.
check it out. Hear me out. We all know and seen it in our time. We seen Dr. Dre receive his billions. You feel me? We've seen Jay-Z receive his billions. We've seen niggas like Mayweather and Wayne get richer than we ever thought we'll see. Birdman, all this shit, right? I want y'all to keep living. And I want you to pay attention how as older these guys get and as less meaningful they become or less useful they become to the industry, whether it be acting, music, whatever. When they stop doing shit completely, watch how you be looking like, Lord, I can't believe that really happened to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, bitch, you seen the latest picture of Birdman? Like, you feel me? Like, nah, that can't be doing it. Us coming up knowing what we know Birdman for. But at the end of the day, dog, we don't realize when them people signing them contracts to give you that $400 million to invest in your label and shit like that, and you know what I'm saying? In the moment, it's good, it's great, we'll accomplish something. Yeah, big dog, boom, boom, boom. But then as they career in, you start seeing shit like some narrative that'll put on the news. Now niggas getting their plaques taken back. Niggas all of a sudden bankrupt. Niggas gotta sell mansions, and we seen him in I can't believe he was spotted us 2025 Honda. You know what I mean?
All the time.
And it's like,
be quick to remind you of that shit.
What the fuck? Like, dude, I thought he had. What y'all mean? Don't he have business? I know he got businesses. I bought a shirt from one. I'm like, you feel me? Same with I be telling nigga all the time. Look, I be telling nigga all the time, son. I use Bill Cosby for example. The first time Bill Cosby tried to buy NBC, I think it was in the 70s or the 80s or some shit, they gave that boy a warning. Something happened to that boy, but it was like a warning. The next time he tried to do it, all this right here. Look. The same exact way that happened. Check this out. Check me out though. Hit me out. Let me get that option. Check this out. Check this out, man. Y'all got Bill Cosby in jail for supposedly, no proof, no facts, just supposedly raping a nigga, right? Right. The nigga that used to do the motherfucking Subway commercials, his house got ran in, and they found buku child pornography tapes that this nigga made.
You went to jail, huh?
He went to jail and got out, my nigga.
Right.
But we crucifying a nigga like R. Kelly who mind you, there has not been much definitive proof. Is besides the little piss shit back in the G, and I don't really.
They found buku more tapes. He had thousands of them. I mean, hundreds
of him raping bitches, bro.
Yeah, he like recorded the bitch.
Brother, so you telling me you ain't never had a hoe that was about that? You ain't never had a hoe like I want you to record me something so I can watch it. But that shit cool when we broke.
All of them
how we know that, bro?
The chick he pissed on. The chick he pissed on. That whole shit. Yeah, I know. Well, I knew that. Yeah, I like something.
Oh, you know they got porn where people rub shit in their face and get horny off it? This is a world that is so much going on this planet we really not aware of. Not even 50% of what's going on out here. The type of people that live out here, bro.
People out here like watching who eat poo, man.
Yeah, like they really have people that like that, bro.
Foot fetishes and shit.
Piss on me and shit. So,
and I ain't gonna lie, I met a lot of people
like that. Me, you, and John both got a 9 to 5, and neither one of us got to pay for pussy or rape a bitch.
Right.
So you telling me all this? Son, they got hoes that literally come to the video shoot to fuck the rapper. Yeah, but you know what happens? Like 2 Chainz said. When we had hoes in the studio, me and Wayne pay bitches enough money they can buy that Uber that they just came in. Type shit. But when that type of money run out and you're no longer that age no more, you Bill Cosby age now, and you pops and shit, and you owned now, and you not living that life no more. You want to buy things and leave shit behind for your kids and shit. Nah, nigga, you forgot the contracts you signed in the 20s.
That money you owe me.
The rate come when them all them hoes come over there and nigga act like they gonna give you some money. As soon as nigga fuck you, nigga tell you get the fuck. Every nigga don't give you no money, no nothing.
Y'all ain't even peep out how the director try to show us how the industry work in the Tupac movie. Nigga really put the scene in there showing you just chilling with the bitch that night.
Right.
Wake up in the morning, this whole all alone pocket in the club. Y'all seen the movie. The next morning, this whole wake up and scream rape. I don't have to rape nobody.
Right.
I'm Aura motherfucking Kelly. One high note to take your bitch from you, boy. You know who I am?
Nah, he was definitely fucking them young bitches. Though.
Come on, man. All right, tell me this then. We're going to have the same conversation when breaking news, Rick Ross been arrested for the same thing. Breaking news, 2 Chainz going down for... All these niggas going to face that same shit when they old niggas,
yeah,
son.
Going through it now, but it ain't.
I'm telling you, bro.
Young bitches don't fuck.
It's going to be some form of rape or some form of...
worse when it's a child, brother.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, they saying T.I. fucking was raping the hoes and drug trafficking and shit.
But you know,
dog!
You know T.I. wasn't doing
Son,
that shit, man.
oh my God, what the fuck do you think giving a whole perk is?
That whole right, I ain't gonna lie.
These hoes be asking for trains and perks.
That shit, I was like, that's crazy, bro. If T.I. all timing hit you, if you a bitch, you probably just an Instagram or you probably find this fucking. Either one of them hit you up and was like, hey, you wanna fly out here by us? You think they really just picked you out of the bunch to be their friend? Yeah. That shit blew my mind, man. You know what they hitting you up for. Like,
you went there and then
you get there and you like, I can't believe they invited me out here. No, you was hoping that when you got out there that wasn't going to be the case. But you should have did tried to figure out before you got out there. Now, if a nigga drugged you and knocked you out and fucked you without your consent, then that's a different story.
You know what?
I went out there thinking they just wanted to be
rape she asked for a perk and she asked for a perk 10 and nigga gave her the perk and then as soon as she took that bitch, nigga laughed and
said,
that wasn't a perk 10, that was a perk 10.
So at the time where I was at the height of my career and I was raping you bitches, why y'all ain't telling police then?
We was still getting money.
Oh, exactly, my nigga. So at the end of the day, I wasn't really raping you. You know that. You know that shit was consensual. But now it's rape because I ain't that nigga no more. The industry is set up like that. The minute you're no longer useful, so they gonna bring you down with your drugs, son. Whatever your drug is, son.
Supposed to be.
R. Kelly drug was bitches. He got taken down by bitches. Pimp C drug was lean. They told us it was lean. DMX was known for doing crack at one point in time. They took him down with crack. Whitney Houston had been left that shit alone. They took her down with crack.
We can't say she.
Come on, man. No, listen. You know that nigga I said in the end of my song, on that song before I would change the whole end of it, that nigga Clyde Davis? Everybody know about Clyde Davis, man. That was that dude, that was that whole manager for the longest, bro. This hoe was coming to Clyde every day. This hoe was doing singing lessons. She was swimming twice a day in the gym, all that, telling him I'm ready to come back and make my breakthrough again. Then died. Come on, man. Off the shit that she worked so hard to leave alone and got over.